morning, boys, and welcome to the channel. I'm excited even though it's a shitty day here in PA. Once again, that's fucking 4 in a row. Normally, I'll start out the vlog with a merch plug of my own, but today I want to do something different and help out my buddy Jack. His clothing company is called Enthusiast. This is his no warranty, no worries shirt. Check out his YouTube channel and his Instagram. Of course, if you do want my merch, like the sunglasses I'm wearing or the shirt that I wear a lot of the time, you can get it at InShaneDesigns.com. The link is down below. The first link in the description. Key tags are the second link. It wouldn't be a street speed video unless we plug some merch right away. Now with that being said, I'm about to show you some video that I took last night when my modification for the C5 first got in. I couldn't wait to do it until today. And the footage was filmed on my GoPro Hero 5. Normally I film on my Hero 4, which is what I'm using right now. If the audio is a little off or the video doesn't look quite right, I'm sorry, but let me know what you think of the Hero 5. I've been thinking about maybe switching over to that. Well, I just got my Corvo seats in and I wanted to come out into the garage and attempt this little project by myself. Andy is not here. He's not hiding anywhere in this area right now. I promise he's not. But I was really having fun with it. I was gonna do, film it and maybe do like a voiceover or something, but I feel like I can explain as I go. It's going very well. So the first step is taking out your old seats, and there's 4 bolts holding it in, very simple. Now don't be like me and forget that there is a wiring harness underneath the seat though. I tried to pull it out and I was like, why the fuck won't it come out of the car? And I realized that underneath it was being held up by the harness. Not a big deal, a little 5-second delay, but there are 4 bolts, 2 up front, 2 in the back. What I did was I scooted the seat up first and I tackled the ones in the rear. Just for the record, it is a 15mm bolt, so you're gonna need a 15mm socket. I am the expert after all. My bolts are kind of fucked up, very rusty and corroded, but they're coming off very easily, so you shouldn't have any problems. This is a pretty old vet, it's a 99, so I can't imagine that, the C5, if you have a C5, started in 97, only 2 years older than this, so I can't imagine you would have too many issues, even in a really beat up one. They should come out okay. Scoot the seat back, so I'll be ready to go here in about 35 minutes. Lovely. And you're gonna wanna pop off these little plastic pieces, these covers that hide the 2 front bolts. I'm using a little body pry tool, but I'm sure you can use anything, especially if you don't really give a shit about keeping it nice. You can probably just jam a fucking screwdriver in there and they pretty much come flying right off, as you can see. See it. Sorry, the lighting is fucking terrible. I should have waited until the morning, but I was too excited not to just dive right on in. But here's one of the harnesses that you do have to disconnect. What the fuck is that? Okay, and evidently this side is just 1. The other side was 2 harnesses, so you just disconnect the piece here. It comes out of the floor from this one, and you're good to go on the passenger side. And these seats are quite heavy, definitely a lot heavier. I'd say at least twice as heavy as the Corvos. Not only are you increasing your safety by having a proper seat that's going to restrain you well and allow for a 5-point harness, but you're also reducing weight, so it's a win-win. What is not a win-win is the dirty situation that you find in the car when you remove the seats. All these spots you can't get to when you clean, and look at how fucking filthy. Like, I don't even know what that is. It's like brownish red, could be blood, could be shit. Could be Coca-Cola, could be any number of things, none of which I really want in my car. You know what, I don't think you guys really need a time lapse of me cleaning up shit. That's about as good as I think it's gonna get. At least it's a little bit better. The brackets are labeled, so you don't have to waste time trying to figure out which one is the driver's side, which side is the passenger side, all that good stuff. It says right here on them, Chevy Corvette 97 through 04 to make sure you got the right one. And driver's side. I like that, definitely appreciate that. But yeah, it's also a little bit finicky to get the seats actually into the bracket. Go ahead and open up the seat here and I'll show you what they look like. Now definitely be careful. It might not appear as though I'm being careful as I slash away with my screwdriver. Really exactly the quality that you would expect for the price. I mean, again, you just can't beat the fact that, essentially 500 bucks for the pair of seats, 120 for each bracket with the slider. So for the full package, you're looking at roughly 750 bucks, about 800 shipped. So the first thing that you have to do actually is take out the bolts on the bottom of the seat that are already in there, and they supply you with a little Allen key, which is nice. Now that you got the 4 bolts out of your seat, you're gonna take your sliding bracket and just kind of imagine that you're in the car and you wanna adjust your seat forward, and you're gonna hold the base and pull up on the slider. Take your seat, just flip it over so that you can work with it and you have room, take your bracket and just line up the holes in the bracket with the holes in the seat. Lining up holes, can't get any easier than that. Just make sure the bracket is facing the right way. The grab handle should be at the front of the seat. The important thing to remember is don't tighten down any of the bolts until you have all 4 in and everything's lined up right. This is beyond any shadow of a doubt the best part about this setup from Corvette, and that is the fact that it goes in the car so nicely and everything lines up. I was expecting, you know, definitely that's where I was expecting the trouble, and you really don't get any at all. You just reach around a little bit and on the bolts. That fucking easy. And there you go, tighten up your 4 bolts and you are done. Thus concludes this episode of Street Tutorial 717. That's right, ladies and gents, we now have racing seats in the C5. These are the key tags I was talking about. Second link down below, we got Hey Buddy, and we got SS 717 in camo. Unfortunately, no, I do not have a key fob with this car, but look at that. Such a big improvement over those pieces of shit right there. Not only are they gonna save weight and be safer, but they also look really cool. Not bad at all either. I was kind of worried about getting the, you know, the fixed back seat, and this car is not just a dedicated race car, it's also something I want to drive every day. But I have to say, you know, I sat in the car for 20 minutes last night, kind of feeling it out, and you know, it's pretty comfortable. So fucking cool. I've never had a car with racing seats, so you'll have to excuse me. I'm kind of like a 12-year-old at the moment. But for now, I am reusing these stock seat belts. You can see they bolt right on to the seat, which is another amazing thing about the Corvette kit. Really fucking love this company, by the way. I'm not sponsored by them, not paid to say this in any way, but this setup that they give you is so fucking cool and easy to use. So I am using the stock seat belts for now, which are great. Maybe getting a harness bar and a 5-point in the future. Don't really think I need one. This car is not that fast, but it would be the safest option. Speaking of things I don't really need, I took all the unnecessary weight out of the back, so the carpeting, the foam padding, the storage compartment lids, and the lighting here. Something else I took out as well. What was it? I forget. Well, that's right, it was the super cool CD changer, the 6-disc CD changer, or I'm sorry, the 12-disc CD changer, and this thing weighs, I would say, about 5 pounds just by itself. All that stuff, I weighed it, and that's about 17 pounds, all of that. And how much do you think the difference is between the all-leather, all-power GM chair and the lightweight Corvette on the manual slider? This is the best part. The difference is 21 pounds per seat. So you got 42 pounds there, 47 pounds, and about 17 pounds, so you're talking about 64 pounds overall. I'm sure you're thinking, well, that's wonderful. A weight savings of 64 pounds, that's a lot when it comes to a car, and that's definitely gonna help me win at the call-out event. But we do have one problem, and that is if you take one look at me and you take one look at Jimbo.
But just to give like the main things that are done to this car, obviously it's tuned. It's got an MS4 cam, I think is what it is. I don't know the specs of the cam. I gotta check like the receipts and find out what that is. It's got a full exhaust on it, long tube headers. It does have cats on it, but it doesn't have mufflers.
You have to assume that I outweigh him by at least 30 pounds, which really means I only saved about 30 pounds on the car. Bummer. This is definitely gonna be a very good race. I'm not gonna lie. When he got that C5, you know, kind of made me scared a little bit. I was expecting a total piece of crap. That thing definitely does not sound like a total piece of crap.
You can't hear it too much in here, you know, in the cabin, but outside, oh God, like just a...
So we might have to do a little bit of work to this. But as you can see, the build is already well underway, and I have more parts coming as we speak. Absolutely love the way it turned out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And the reason why I did not delete the carpet in the front of the car is because everything back here I was able to remove without damaging anything or modifying anything. I didn't feel like I could get all of this out without ruining the carpet, and I do want to have the option of returning the car to stock at some point. We just have to make one more stop. A little update for you. The car was pretty loud before, but now with no sound deadening in the back, The stop is, of course, in Shane Designs. I'm dropping off a modification for the C7 that you can't see yet. Oh, hey, buddy. Quiet day at In Shane Designs.
Dude, I'm always here till like 1 in the morning working.
Yeah.
It's just nice.
It's nice to be, to be left alone.
Just peaceful, quiet, and then Mike walks in and...
Oh, come on now. You enjoy my company.
Until a Cam C5 shows up, and then it's all quiet. And
It's all nice and organized.
You can't tell if it's thunder.
It's loud. That thing's loud. Wait till you fucking see it, what I did to it.
It's probably because, like, this doesn't have this is just, it's
Yeah,
loud.
no
but,
cam.
Yeah, the cam obviously sits there, and the bark of it's just, it's a little more noticeable.
The Detail Lab buckets. We're gonna start offering bucket kits, right?
Sure.
Detail Lab buckets.
Sure.
There you go.
Sold.
Fucking, this is Troy's company, Detail Lab. He does all this crazy stuff, coatings and
Pink correct.
shit that I don't understand at all, but he makes cars look fucking awesome.
You understanding anything on how to keep a car clean?
No.
At all? No.
Let's not even worry about talking about paint correction and detailing. I don't even wash the car
Do
to
you even
begin
know
with.
how to wash? Do you even know what?
Well, I know you're supposed to use like 2 buckets and it's a whole fucking thing. I don't care. I can't go down that road,
This is the
dude.
guy that uses the same bucket for his wheels
Yep.
to like wash the car with, which is, you don't do that.
There's been a lot of progress on the wrap so far.
Yeah.
The wrap's almost, as you guys can see, the wrap is almost done. You know, it's gone pretty well. We're on day 3 since dropping off the car, and I mean, I'd say at least 80%.
I think you've done more work.
Yeah. Because I prepped it when I got here, as you guys saw, and now it's still in that state. So we're doing good. Well, Troy, I'm gonna go, and this video is over. So I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you are stopping in for the first time, please subscribe. Take care. Have a great day.
Great day.